myself and a few of my family members in Haragun Tefer's HIV and AIDS home for children in Ethiopia.
Lauren Galbraith is looking through photos of her trip to Ethiopia. In the last 5 years, she's been to Ethiopia twice, as well as Haiti and Morocco. She says her experiences in these places, as well as listening to activists like Stephen Lewis, have motivated her to become a doctor.
I believe that I saw Stephen Lewis right before my first trip to Ethiopia, and it was very interesting to see some of the things that he spoke about with such passion and so powerfully that were confirmed while I was in Ethiopia. Really seeing that aspect was very strong for me, and I think the drive to go into medicine really came from that confirmation of what reality is.
She is working on her thesis in child development for her honors in psychology and is applying to medical school this fall. Galbraith was one of hundreds of students who came to hear Stephen Lewis speak today about global health in one of 3 speeches in Winnipeg. Last night, all these chairs were filled with people listening to Stephen Lewis speak about human rights and HIV and AIDS. Tonight, he will keynote an event that honors U of M students for their leadership and community involvement, and Stephen Lewis hopes that all students will take their lead and get more involved. Lewis has dedicated his life to changing the perception of HIV/AIDS and advocating for research in medicine.
I've had a couple of Canadian friends who have passed away, or realized afterwards that they passed away from AIDS, but I've lost a lot of friends in Africa. A lot. He
talked to students in medical sciences at the U of M about ways to limit HIV and AIDS transmission in Africa and in other developing places, as well as the politics behind this research.
When I speak to audiences like this, I say to myself, Stephen, if even half a dozen people in the audience, students, emerge with a new passion to make a contribution to the international community or to human betterment in the developing world, it's worth it. It's worth your while.
He inspires you to strive for change, and he's really I admire him so much.
Alyssa McDonald for Live at 5.
Shortly after that,